Well, color surrounds me, and color can surround your home. From Linton's Enchanted Gardens with these great deals. $9.99 a flat when you buy three or more. We'll have more details and a lot more on the program lying straight ahead.
Step into a magical world at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. A world full of color and inspiration, beautiful ideas to transform your home inside and out. Explore acres of displays to spark ideas for your own home and garden, plus expert advice to help bring your ideas to life. Right now, save on awesome annuals, only $9.99 per flat. Visit Lintons.com for ideas galore. Linton's Enchanted Gardens, County Road 17 in Elkhart, between the 20 bypass and exit 96 off the toll road.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of our program. We're on location here as we converse a little bit with the owner of Linton's Enchanted Gardens, Mark Linton, who is the outdoor design expert. And Mark, good to see you this morning.
Good to see you, Craig.
This is a familiar spot. We were here last year. We did phase one, actually, of your work, which featured the front yard here at the home of Merv and Dorothy Lung here on Eagle Lake. And today we're going to look at the backyard, and this really is phase two, isn't it?
It is. We actually did a master plan and divided up into a couple of projects. And, of course, last year did phase one and just completed phase two this spring.
Master plans are important, and if you would like to do something like this in your yard at home, a master plan is where you really start, and to do all that would require a phone call to Mark. He'll get you going and won't be long at all. Mark, you can still get in these wonderful landscape designs this summer yet, can't you?
Of course. Now's an ideal time, Craig.
Well, we're going to feature a lot of detail coming up here in the half hour and also in the second half of the program, talking about the freebie sale at Linton's. And Mark, tell us about that a little bit, can you?
Oh, we've got a beautiful assortment of flowering plants, trees, shrubs, perennials, ornamental grasses that'll all be on sale starting this weekend.
You know, more and more people, Mark, are tuning in just to find out what plants, trees, and shrubs are on sale this day, Saturday, and then they make their trip over. Have you found that to be true?
It is, and what we've done to help the viewers out is as they enter into the garden center, we've got a table set up of actually the plants that were featured on the show, so in case you didn't happen to write down what they were, you can walk up to the table and say, that's the plant.
You don't have to know the name exactly.
No, we've tried to make it real easy for our guests.
Wonderful. Well, again, we're here outside, and you just couldn't ask for a better backdrop for our program today on Eagle Lake in Michigan, just over the state line. And as we said, it's the home of the Lungs, and Mark, you've got a long history with them. And, you know, at Linton's Enchanted Gardens, there's so many things that you do. You have different divisions, and another division is just the maintenance side of keeping a beautiful home like this looking its very best, and you've been doing that a long time here.
That's right, Craig. For many, many years, we've been here on a weekly basis providing the services to keep their lawn healthy, beautiful, and green, also maintaining all of the plantings, and the house, I believe, is approaching like maybe 25 years old, and it was just time to renovate the landscape, breathe some new life into it. And what we did was actually walk around and kind of assess everything and decided what plants, trees, and shrubs we wanted to keep, and others that were a little bit tired decided that they had served their purpose and it was time to replace them.
Speaking of serving a purpose, we're on a seat wall. This serves more than one purpose, doesn't it?
It does, Craig. And what we've got here is a beautiful terraced landscape, and we have designed this retaining wall here to be a built-in seat. We're overlooking beautiful Eagle Lake here, and instead of hauling out all of the patio furniture, you've got a built-in seat right here, very comfortable at 18 inches in height.
This is really cool. You know, I really didn't discover that it was a seat until we sat down and it felt comfortable. And you said, well, 18 inches, and that becomes a seat.
That's right. I'd like to share with the viewers some of the plantings that we've done here. And because this is a lake home and primarily the lakeside of the house is used and enjoyed during the summer months, we really concentrated on summer colors. And so right now, all those summer flowering plants, trees, and shrubs are budded, but not into their glory. But of course, with this warmer weather and temperatures, they will be putting on quite a show here very shortly. We've got behind me, Craig, these are some dwarf woodgilias, and actually you can see that they are heavily budded, and these will go through 3 different bloom cycles throughout this season, and these are hummingbird and butterfly magnets. Everything that we've got planned out here actually stays fairly low, that when you're on this upper level patio, we don't want anything that's going to obstruct this awesome view of the lake.
Dwarf woodgilias. Now, you'll find those in the freebie sale too occasionally.
Occasionally you will, and we do grow a lot of different varieties. On this upper level here, we have a mixture of knockout roses. We've got red knockout roses. We also have yellow knockout roses, and we also have a mix of hydrangeas. And these are going to be starting to bloom within just a couple weeks here. They will continue to bloom all the way up until frost.
Dorothy especially loves color, doesn't she?
She does, and yellow is one of her favorite colors.
Very nice, very nice. Well, you've done some beautiful work here too, I know. This is brand new.
This is, Craig, and this is a natural stone path. They're not cast concrete, and we've incorporated some washed river gravel in between it. It makes nice, easy access to the lake, as well as beautifying the area. Also wanted to point out these here are some very special perennials of Dorothy's, and these are peonies, and they're also heavily budded. This is something that were originally in her landscape, and we transplanted them down here, gave them a special place so that she can see and enjoy them from this upper level deck.
You know, I like what you just said, Mark. You know, originally in the landscape, and you do your level best, don't you, to try to incorporate as much of the original landscape as possible.
We do, and at that initial meeting, and actually Dorothy had this long laundry list of all of her wishes, and that she actually was prepared for me, and she just almost handed me the list, and that was one of the things up at the top of the list, that she wanted to make sure that we kept the peonies and gave them a good area. We also made sure that we amended the soil to ensure that they would thrive and perform real well. And what you're going to notice here is we have some balance and we have some symmetry going on here. We've got knockout roses on the right side. We also have some on the left side. We've incorporated some different evergreens in here for some fall and winter interest. The upper level, we've got some dwarf globe blue spruce, and those can be enjoyed from indoors. On the second level, we also have some gold threadleaf cypress, which are nice low maintenance type of evergreens. Again, so when you're inside looking out during the fall and the winter time, you've got some interest at that time of the year as well.
Yeah, lots of things going on. Well, we're up here on the main level now at the home of the Lungs on Eagle Lake, and I like what you've done down there, Mark. I really like what you've done up here.
Now, Craig, what was really important to the homeowners is directly behind us, you see these 2 banks of windows, and they spend a lot of time indoors as well, and they we really wanted to make sure that they had 0 unobstructed views of the lake here. So of course we honored those requests. Directly behind you is a star magnolia. This was actually part of the original landscape. We did some pruning and trimming to it, did some fertilization. We feel that probably can get another 15-20 years worth of use out of that, and so does a nice job of anchoring the corner, and still see a few remaining flowers left on that.
Trees do have a life, don't they? I mean, beginning and end. How can you tell when they're really getting near the end?
Well, actually, my own personal test is it still adding beauty? And if it can't pass that test, then it's probably too tired and needs to be replaced, but we definitely felt that the star magnolia was adding beauty, and we could get quite a bit more extended life out of it. It wasn't overgrown or too big for the area. We added the boxwoods behind it, and then we brought in some perennial flowers. We've got some coral bells, which will be blooming during the summertime, attracting both hummingbirds and butterflies. We've got different varieties of hydrangeas in here, which will continue to bloom throughout the summertime. And then along the fence and the edge of the patio, we've got black-eyed Susans, coneflowers, and Dorothy's favorite, we've got some daisies. Now there's a lot of activity going back and forth from the neighbors, and so we added some stepping stones leading up to the gate so there's easy access there.
Well, this is a beautiful view here at Eagle Lake, and this is the view that the Lungs experience each and every day they wake up, Mark. Out the backyard, off their deck, it just doesn't get any better than this.
It doesn't, and what's really neat is if you would actually get our landscape plan or design out, you could really see the similarities, because the way we draw and design our plans, it's an aerial view, and that's exactly what we have as we're up here on the deck looking down upon this. And so there's really also not a back side to this, Craig, because we've got people that are enjoying it from the lake as well as from the house, and then up here on the deck. And what we've created is a very layered type of look that does not have a backside.
Well, very good. You know, people on the lake do appreciate what you've done here as much as the Lungs do, don't they?
There may be more people that actually see this from the lake, whether it's on a boat looking back here, than from here at the house. Boy, on a summer day, there's a lot of folks out there.
Mark, in a few short months, in fact, we're going to even say a few short weeks, this whole terrace area is going to look a lot different because of what you said earlier. The color will start arriving here soon.
We've had kind of a late spring, as you know, and we're about a month and a half late with some things leafing out. As you look down here, you see the Rose of Sharon's. They've got little buds on them, but no leaves yet. Of course, very, very different than last year. I remember St. Patrick's Day last year, it was 80 degrees, and so almost the complete opposite, but going to have quite a show of color here.
We're in the front yard, and Mark, there is some tie-in going on here, what we've seen in the back and now in the front. And as we mentioned at the very outset of the program today, this was phase one, and this is where we were last year.
And that's right. And this was meant to be a beautiful focal point. Behind us is Dorothy's office. She spends a lot of time there looking out, and she wanted an area that not only had color, but would attract birds as well. And we're featuring the bird bath here, as well as the rose garden. We've got a summer blooming dogwood tree, and we've used the same architectural block, not only in the front, but also in the back. And you'll see a repeat with the boxwoods and the roses, so that all these areas tie in together.
Would you say that that might be an area where most homeowners need a lot of help tying things together?
You know, a lot of our guests come to the garden center, they see something, they fall in love with it, they take it home and plant it, and unfortunately they don't have a master plan, and that's when a lot of times people kind of give up and give us a call and wave the white flag and say they need some help.
Well, we're here on the deck with Mrs. Lung. Dorothy, good to see you again.
Thank you. It's nice seeing you.
We were here last year, as you might recall, and Mark Linton finished off phase one, which was the front of your beautiful home here on Eagle Lake, and now we've seen some shots of the back, and are you pleased so far?
It's magnificent. He's done such a wonderful job. We can always depend on him to come up with something special.
Well, you know, I can tell you two have a very special relationship, because he told me, in fact, he told our viewers at home, that when he met with you regarding this second phase, you had it all down on paper. You knew exactly what you wanted.
Yes, that's right. I had a pretty good idea.
And you knew those ideas would flow with Mark's work.
You bet. You bet.
And one particular part of that plan were the peonies. And can you tell us a little bit about those?
Peonies. When Mervyn and I were first married, our first house, Mervyn's mother gave me a start of her peonies. And every house that we have moved to through the years, those peonies have gone with us. And the ones that you see out here now are great grandchildren to the first peonies.
That is amazing, Dorothy.
They were getting to be pretty large, so Mark broke them down into batches, so now I have even more spread around the house.
So he's actually given them life to maybe continue to another generation, hasn't he?
I hope so.
That's awesome. Well, color, Mark said, was a very important part of your plan too, wasn't it?
I like a lot of color. Yellow, pink, most any color is my favorite color.
Well, we're going to bring Mark in here, and Mark is going to bring some color to you right now. Dorothy, are you okay with that?
I'm great with that.
Mark, what do you have here for us?
Oh, Dorothy, in appreciation for all the service that we're able to provide for you and Merv, I'd like to have these flowers for you.
So much. My, they're gorgeous, aren't they?
Well, he nailed the color, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And look at even has a little bird in here.
I see that.
Little bird, bluebird.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dorothy.
Well, very good. Dorothy, we appreciate your inviting us out to your lovely home once again. You just have a beautiful property here, and I know the folks at home have really enjoyed seeing it. Thank you so much.
So much.
We'll be right back. We've got a whole lot more coming up, so stay with us.
Step into a magical world at Linton's Enchanted Gardens, a world full of color and inspiration, beautiful ideas to transform your home inside and out. Explore acres of displays to spark ideas for your own home and garden, plus expert advice to help bring your ideas to life. Right now, save on awesome annuals, only $9.99 per flat. Visit Lintons.com for ideas galore. Linton's Enchanted Gardens, County Road 17 in Elkhart, between the 20 bypass and exit 96 off the toll road.
Bring the family and step into a magical world at Linton's Enchanted Gardens, a world full of color and inspiration. Beautiful ideas to transform your home both inside and out. Explore acres of displays to spark ideas for your home and garden, plus expert advice to help bring your ideas to life. Stop by and you'll see why we were voted the best home and garden center in Indiana, or check out Lintons.com for ideas galore. Linton's Enchanted Gardens, County Road 17 in Elkhart. Just watch for the attraction signs.
Well, we're inside here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens on County Road 17 in Elkhart. And Mark, lots of things are going on here with your fabulous freebie sale. But first, we want to talk about the Perk Up Your Porch contest. And it's sponsored by the South Bend Tribune. And you and the Tribune are working together to surprise some lucky viewer here real soon.
That's right. And this is actually the first year we've done with this with the Tribune readers, but real easy. Just snap a picture of your front porch, go to the South Bend Tribune's website, and you can submit it there. Actually, today is the last day that the readers can submit their photo. We've actually been running this contest for 2 weeks, but today's the last day, and then there's going to be a drawing, and we're going to surprise someone with a decorated front porch. It's a makeover, and it's all going to feature spring decor.
Wow. Can I enter that?
Anyone can enter it. So yes, Craig, of course.
I'd donate it back if I won. I would do that just because it's a great concept, and viewers at home should have the first shot at it. Just kind of kidding a little bit with Mark about that. But southbendtribune.com/contest is where you enter for the Perk Up Your Porch contest. Well, Mark, some great value going on here, and more viewers are talking about this freebie sale because it saves them a ton of money.
We've got some amazing deals here, Craig. First one is this gorgeous little dwarf ornamental grass. This is an Elijah Blue fescue, and it's got the beautiful blue-green colored stems. It's a little dwarf ornamental grass. It's nice because it's clumping. It actually starts forming the flower heads early on in the springtime, and it's semi-evergreen grass, and so it does keep some color throughout the fall and the winter time. I like using these in rock gardens. It's nice for adding some color as well as some texture to the landscape, and very, very low maintenance. It's part of our freebie sale. Normally these large plants are $9.99, and with the freebie sale, our guests are going to buy one, get one free.
Excellent. What else, Mark?
Next here, out in front, this is one of my own personal favorite hostas. Craig, this is called a Patriot hosta, and it's a new and improved variegated hosta, just starting to form its green and white variegated leaves, and it's excellent for those that have shade garden or low light areas. During the summertime, it's going to get some taller spikes of white flowers. Normally, those are $9.99, and this week, buy two, get one free.
Hostas do like water, don't they?
Actually, yes, they survive very well in kind of wet soil conditions, and they also surprisingly survive drought-like type of conditions as well. Yes, they've got just a very adaptive root system.
What's up next, Mark?
Next, Craig, this is a variegated red twig dogwood, variegated green and white leaves, bright red branches. Later on this spring, you're going to see clusters of white berries, and then those berries later on in the summer and into the fall, those turn into white berries, which do a great job of attracting birds and wildlife to your garden or to your landscape. These are a rather fast grower, so you want to put it in an area where you've got plenty of room for it to grow. Typically, these are reaching about 5-6 feet in height and about the same in width. So if you've got kind of a bare area in front of your house, maybe in between a couple of windows, this is really nice and showy, especially if you've got a darker exterior where you've got some nice color contrast with those variegated green and white leaves as well as the white flowers. Part of our freebie sale, our guests are going to be buying one, get one free, and normally these are $9.99, so actually getting 2 plants for the price of one.
It's the freebie sale here at Linton's. You can go online and find out more about Linton's Enchanted Gardens at lintons.com. Some more options here, I see.
Yes, Craig. Another ornamental grass. This is called a blue oat grass. Also a blue-colored leaf, a little thicker. And this as well likes full sun. Very low maintenance. Mature height on this reaching only about 15-18 inches in height. And all you have to do is just simply cut it down to the ground at the end of the season, and it comes right back year after year. These are normally $9.99. Buy two, get one free.
All right, another hostas there?
You're getting good.
Oh, thank you.
Recognize this. This is an unusual one. This is a nice little dwarf hosta here called a blue cadet, and has the blue-green colored leaves, short spikes of flowers during the summertime. The blue cadet hostas normally $9.99. Buy two, get one free.
All right, the reason I know is we have a few around our house, and I'm cheating a little bit.
Oh, you're not cheating at all. You're an expert, Craig. Next plant here, prize for the beautiful golden leaves and foliage here. This is a Darts Gold 9-bark, and this is a rare 9-bark. Most of the 9-barks have more of a burgundy-colored leaf. We also grow one with a copper-colored leaf. The bright gold, again, contrasts very nicely up against darker-colored exterior homes. You want to put this in an area where it can be allowed to grow in the springtime. Beautiful clusters of white with a little tinge of pink color to it. These are part of our freebie sale, normally $12.99. Our guests are going to buy one, get one free.
I like these next two. They're very airy, aren't they?
Especially this dwarf willow here. Neat to see them blowing in the breeze. The dwarf spirea here. This is called a Shirobana spirea. A very, very cool summer blooming spirea. Craig, this one's going to bloom with pink, purple, and white clusters of flowers all on the same plant. Very, very low maintenance. This isn't your grandmother's spirea. This is a nice new and improved dwarf one. Mature height only about 4 feet in height, about 4 feet in width. Of course, you can keep it pruned much smaller than that. Does very well in full sun, so if you've got a nice sunny spot, that would be ideal for it. And going to continue to repeat bloom throughout the summertime. The Shirobana spireas for a 3-gallon plant, normally $24.99. Buy one, get one free.
All right, and next up here?
Yes, this is a blue leaf Arctic willow, and it's a dwarf willow, and it's not a willow tree, it's a willow shrub. It's got the blue-gray colored leaves, and as these mature, you really start seeing them kind of blowing in the wind. Love to have these like around a swimming pool, very relaxing, kind of use them like an ornamental grass. Very easy to maintain. You're in complete control of whatever height that you're wanting these to become. The Dwarf willows are normally $10.99. Our guests are going to buy one, get one free.
All right, and we're making the bend here, aren't we?
Yes. Here, Craig, we've got an emerald green arborvitae, perfect shrub for like anchoring the corner of your house. This is a dwarf arborvitae that it is more thick, more compact. Looks like it's been heavily pruned, but it's really not necessary. Only getting to be about 3 feet in width when it's fully mature. And then the height, if you never prune it, about 12-15 feet in height, but a lot of folks keep it pruned at a 5 to 6 foot level. Maintains the bright emerald green color 12 months out of the year. Very, very low maintenance. This is a 1 gallon plant, normally $9.99. Our guests are going to buy 2, get 1 free.
All right, and we are making the turn here. A couple more on the end table.
Yes, I've got a beautiful viburnum here. This is a compact viburnum, normally $19.99. Buy 1, get 1 free. Beautiful clusters of lime green colored flowers that are opening up to pure white.
And next, Mark.
Next, Craig, we've got a little dwarf Woodgelia here. These are hummingbird and butterfly magnets. These go through 3 bloom cycles. They'll bloom in the spring, again in the summer, and then once again in the fall. The Woodgelia, normally $21.99. Our guests are going to buy 1, get 1 free.
We saw some Woodgelias at the lungs, didn't we, earlier?
We did, yes. And then, Craig, you've got to smell these here. These are our lilacs, and they smell wonderful. Yes, nice to take cuttings, bring them inside the house, and that fragrance fills up the whole entire home. Lilacs, they do need full sun in order to bloom, and this is our purple Persian lilac, normally $14.99. Our guests are going to buy 1 and get 1 free.
All right, about 45 seconds left in the show here, and a couple more quick deals.
A couple of little dwarf evergreens. We've got our Andorra junipers, which is a nice ground cover dwarf evergreen, perfect for the sunny spot. Normally $29.99. Buy 1, get 1 free. And then next to me here, this is our Willamette elegans cypress, and a beautiful, nice texture to it. Very low maintenance, just naturally shapes itself. Got some little gold tips on the ends of the branches. This large plant's normally $29.99. Our guests going to buy 1, get 1 free.
That's the freebie sale where you save a lot on some wonderful plants, trees, and shrubs. That will do it for our program today. For Mark Linton, for our producer Gary Martin, this is Craig Wallen. Until next time, so long, everybody.